You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Welcome.
Welcome to Special Cycle.
Welcome to the special cycle. Who's this boy over here, Vaughn? Who's that?
That's the dude.
Do you know his name?
Kafei.
Kafei. That's Kafei. This is his mask. This cycle is dedicated to the Kafei and Anju side quest. We are going to be doing all of the optional sequences and everything. We're getting the full story here. So the first thing we're going to be witnessing here is Kafei depositing his letter to Anju, and he's letting her know that he is somewhere nearby, but there is something wrong, something amiss, and that is why he cannot connect with her. They're supposed to be married on what would be the 4th day of this cycle.
Like I said, the day after the festival. The carnival.
Yep, they're supposed to be married at the Carnival of Time. They've been betrothed since they were children. And he's sending her a letter telling her that something has happened and that he can't see her. But he doesn't reveal that he's been turned into a child by Skull Kid because he's embarrassed. And also his sun mask has been stolen. And the significance of that is Anju has the moon mask, and they're supposed to exchange their masks with each other on the night of the carnival before they are married, as like a tradition / ritual.
Okay.
So it's like a very big deal that he doesn't have it. And the next thing that we're going to witness here is the postman is going to be starting his route at 9 a.m. on the dot, and he's going to go pick up the Anju letter. And he's going to take it over to the inn.
Have you had this?
What are you drinking, Vaughn?
I'm drinking
Americana
root beer.
That's a fine root beer, actually.
It's very vanilla.
I have had that one. Yes, it's got a nice,
got a really great vanilla
thick,
flavor.
Like smooth flavor. I'd love a sip while we wait for the postman here.
Get you nil it up.
Yeah, that. Oh my God.
It's potent.
Thank you for reminding me, because that's the one that my dad needs to taste. There's a place, I maybe have even told this on the show before.
There he is.
There he is, 9 on the button.
Like clockwork.
Yep. He's going to start his route, and he actually goes, I think he goes all the way around town first, but he's eventually going to end up at that mailbox over there.
Town.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's going to eventually meet up at that mailbox and grab Kafei's letter.
Did you see that?
Yeah, Gorman was stuck in time for a second. He just left the Stockpot Inn there, and he's headed to the mayor's residence, which I don't think it's confirmed, but it seems kind of implied that Kafei's dad is the mayor. They both have the same like purple hair.
Okay.
And he talks very fondly of Anju. Although there's kind of seems to be some implications that she might be the mayor's daughter too, which I don't know. It's a little confusing. Also, this icon looks very similar to the sun mask, so that could be significant. So he's going to go in here, and we're going to witness a conversation between him.
There he goes.
Between him and Kafei's mom, who is in here talking to Toto, the leader of the Zora band, the Indie-Go-Go's. So we're going to wait for him to come in here. It's going to take him a second.
Okay.
But basically, she's the one who gave us the mask in the first place. What does she say? This is my office.
The Kafei mask.
Yeah, because it seems kind of implied that she is the mayor's wife, and she's Kafei's mom. But they never explicitly say that they're married.
Okay.
But this is the mayor's residence. Talk to me, Toto. Yeah, he's the band leader. Ballad of the Windfish. There's your Link's Awakening reference.
Whoa.
So yeah, he tells us that the show is canceled because you know how Lulu wouldn't sing. So here comes Gorman, who is the leader of the Gorman Troupe. We don't really get to find out who that is. But supposedly they're an act that's supposed to perform at the Carnival of Time. Thank you for letting us perform. And he's just expressing his thanks.
Oh, so they were supposed to play at the carnival.
Yep, and then she says because the Indie-Go-Go's can't play, that his is canceled. They were supposed to open for the Indie-Go-Go's, or vice versa, or something. So this is just a totally optional scene that we're witnessing here. Yeah. The Lulu, the diva of the Indiegogos, has lost her voice.
The diva. Don't you not want to be called a diva? It's not like a bad thing.
It does. Well, it didn't have a negative connotation until I think later on.
Okay.
So this is kind of neat. I actually didn't know this existed. You come in here, and I think this is supposed to be where Kafei lives. And if you go behind this curtain, you can read his diary.
Oh.
The wedding ceremony is soon. It might be early, but I finished my wedding mask. I wonder if Anju has made hers. So they made those masks.
Okay.
She tends to do things last minute, so probably not. There's a gathering of the fellows at the milk bar tonight. I plan to show off my wedding mask and talk about my sweetheart as best I can. So yeah, I think a lot of people played this game never realizing that Kafei is a man who got turned into a boy, and they were just confused why this woman and child were in love.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. What's up?
Oh, hello.
Freckles.
Freckled.
We're going to come back for her later.
Dude, freckles are nice.
Freckles, do it for me.
Yeah.
So here comes another scene. We got to race over to the inn here. Anju is going to go feed her grandmother, the one who tells us the stories in the next cycle. And it doesn't go so well. They get a little frustrated with each other. So we're just going to wait for that.
Hey, Granny.
She calls you tortoise. And most people don't know who that is. Tortoise, I think, is the mayor's father or Kafei's grandfather. Okay. And they were like childhood friends. And you remind her of them, something like that. So she's moving fast.
Yep.
Oh, Tortoise, I've already had lunch. Grandmother, I am Anju. Tortoise was my dad. There we go.
Okay.
And you haven't had lunch yet. I've already had lunch. Now be quick and take that away. Not eating is bad for you. Then don't eat my food. I give up. So basically, Anju is bad at cooking, so she's pretending to have like Alzheimer's or something.
Okay.
And saying that she's already eaten lunch, but she hasn't. She just doesn't want to eat her food.
Wow. Shots.
So by now, the postman has picked up the letter, and he's working his way over to the inn. Not downtown.
Make his way downtown.
Yeah, don't even say it, Vaughn.
You know I was thinking it.
I knew you were.
I was.
Anytime somebody says making their way, or making my way.
Yep.
So let's see if we can find the postman on it.
I just hear the piano starting. You know.
The postman finishes his route at like noon, and then he goes back to his office and he takes a nap. So he goes out and he does collection of letters, and then he takes a nap for a bit, and then he comes back out again in the afternoon to deliver. So he's probably napping right now. Yep, he's taking a nap.
Oh, you can see
what he's. No, that's later.
Oh, when he's awake.
According to my schedule, it is now my nap time. If my schedule is disrupted by even a few seconds, letter delivery will be delayed. Public service is very hard. Look at his head bobbing up and down like a.
When he's talking.
Yeah, even though he's asleep, supposedly. So yeah. Oh, he's doing his deliveries.
He's kicking us out.
Yeah, you get kicked out. So he's going out to deliver the letter. We're gonna wait for that. We're going back to the inn.
I saw this like kind of bad post. It was on like a Facebook page, I think. And it was like, you know, had pictures of like all these Majora's Mask characters, and it was like, you know, humans are the only race that responds to time, and like this game is a symbol of that.
Oh my god.
And like, you know, it was kind of garbage.
It sounds like an interesting theory.
Yeah.
But the voice you're doing makes me think that it was very mouth breathy.
It was kind of bad, in the sense that like the quality of it was bad. Like when I first read the first line, I was like, oh, that could be interesting. And then like just the way it was all written and like the pictures, it was just bad.
I have delivered this to you. So he brings the letter, and because the postman is so committed to his job, he won't tell her where he got it from, because she's trying to find out where Kafei is. And he just won't say.
Yeah.
I wish he said it's a secret to everybody. That'd be a nice little reference. So
yeah.
After that, we talk to her. And she asks if we have a reservation. And we say, yes, you do. Oh, that's good. What's your name? Mr. Boys? One moment, please. Ah, yes. Here's your room. So we get the key to the room. And we'll find out how we got this reservation very shortly. So now, that's how we get into this room. And also, this is the, like, proper way to get into the inn at nighttime. Normally it's locked and you have to fly up to the veranda. But if you have a key to the room, you can walk in the front door at night.
Oh, interesting.
So this is our room. Now, we stole it from someone. We're going to find out who we stole it from in just a moment. Or in just a few in-game hours, I guess I should say. We're just going to wait outside till he shows up. Vaughn, do you know who Dan Harmon is?
The name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. He created the show Community. Have you ever seen it?
Yep.
And he's like a co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Okay.
So he does like a lot of comedies and stuff like that. And he's pretty hot on Twitter. And some like amateur writer, director, or something like that tweeted at him like a very serious inquiry, and was like, I'm just kind of starting out. Like, what's your like one piece of advice that you would give? And he said, it took me forever to figure this out, but if you hold a torch or use a fire sword in the cold regions, you won't lose health. And it was like right after Breath of the Wild came out. So here comes this guy.
That's really funny.
I thought it was awesome. And he just never gave him a serious answer. So here comes this dapper gentleman with his hat and bow tie. And I'm terribly sorry, there are no vacancies today. We're booked solid with reservations. I made a reservation. My name is Boys, Goro. So this guy's the same name as us. And we stole his room.
Mr. Boys.
Mr. Boys. Well, it's nice weather, so I'll just sleep outside. What a guy. Okay. And then after they're done talking, we're going to talk to Anju again with Kafei's mask on so that she knows we're looking for him and trying to help her. And then we'll set up the midnight meeting. We should be able to do it right away. Yeah. All right, so now we're set up for the meeting. And we don't have anything to do until that midnight meeting. So we're going to zoom to nighttime.
Vroom vroom.
And we're just going to stand around until midnight. Zeebee-dabba-dee-da-dee. What should we do until midnight?
So let's make it 6 o'clock or something.
This is only going to make it 6 o'clock, yeah, and we got to kill 6 in-game hours.
We could.
Even at regular speed, it's kind of steep.
Could chase bombers on.
Chase the bombers. No thanks.
Because that's so fun.
Let's see. I don't really want to redo any of the mini games. There's some Cycle 3 stuff that we could do, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep it dedicated. So maybe we could, I don't know.
Yeah, we've done a lot already.
Yeah. There's a
You
lot.
watch that.
Watch these girls dance?
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up?
they're working on they're doing like Thriller and then Blitzball. And then Thriller and then Blitzball. Those skirts are not so modest.
No.
Is there anything going on under there? Is it just a long shirt? Hope you got underwear on.
I hope so. I think
Bunch of
Saw some.
scamps. Dude, that just that one sip of that root beer is
Gets you.
rich enough to give me like gut rot. It's powerful.
it is quite powerful.
I think Americanas might have high fructose corn syrup.
You think so?
They might. I can't remember if they do.
Cane sugar.
Oh, it is cane sugar? That's good. That must not be the source of the gut rot then. Let's see, we can go up here, get this chest.
Could.
Yeah.
You could talk to that guy.
Can we get to him?
I think so.
How do we get to him?
I think, isn't there a flower somewhere?
Oh, yeah, but we'd have to get the title deed. So, I don't don't think so otherwise. That ain't enough.
Unless you have some other secret tech.
Yeah. Could try... I got a plan.
Do you?
Well, it's not a plan, but this is more of an idea. See if I can do something from up here. Please leave me alone. Oh god, he was lunging. Come on, baby.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get up here.
Wait,
like I did on Cycle 1.
Can't Link just climb up there?
Oh yeah! Silly me.
What you gonna do?
I was gonna see if I could hook shot these, but I don't think it works. I think it just goes right through. Oh no, it bounces off.
What about the pillars, like...
Oh, like the top of the pillar?
Yeah.
I bet the pillars aren't even hook shottable.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
If there was like a high up torch, you could do it, but no. Whee!
2.5 more hours.
Yeah, dude. Electric cycle. Man, that is a good looking dude.
Is Bracky working?
Brack!
Where's Bracky?
Where's he at? Where's Bracky-Yacky? Alright, let's go out into the field for a bit. Stop right there! Oh, just kidding.
Could fight a Dodongo.
I don't feel like it. Let's just take a lap around Clocktown.
Okay.
How about that? I'm gonna grab a sip of my ski. I'm still drinking my ski. I'm nursing it because it's so good.
It is a good soda.
Yeah.
I am like thinking I might get that next time I go.
Yeah.
Next time we go to Blue Sun Soda Emporium. Y'all.
Which I'm sure will be such a long time from now.
Yeah. No. Def not.
They changed the Song of Double Time in the 3D version, I think, where you can like zoom a specific number of hours.
Really?
Yeah, I think, but I haven't tested it. Oh, there's a little chesticle over here we can get.
Chesticle.
Another 20 rupees. Actually, there's several 20 rupee chests in Termina Field. You could just get all of them. Nice.
Off we go.
Come at me, Bubble. Or not.
Are they called bubbles?
Yeah, the skulls in the fire. Called bubbles. Is there another one up there? No. Just want to make sure we don't trigger that cutscene. There's another one over here.
Never trigger that cutscene.
Nope, never ever.
The forbidden cutscene.
Forbidden.
We forbidded it.
Well, actually, the skip is forbidden in a true glitchless run. I think, because I think that's considered a glitch to skip that cutscene the way that we did. But it's just too cool not to show in our playthrough.
How do we skip it again?
You talk to that eye statue and just do some specific inputs, and then you're like, the game thinks you're in a cutscene, and because it thinks you're in a cutscene, it won't put you in another cutscene.
We could have watched that cutscene.
And you just walk right through the trigger.
Oh, midnight.
Cool.
Don't we need midnight meeting?
Yeah. It doesn't have to happen right at midnight.
Oh, okay.
It just, midnight is like the soonest you can do it.
Okay.
So, we ain't going to miss it. We just got to get there.
Clocktown is a lone little city there.
Yeah. I always wondered, like, in my expanded universe mind, like, how much more of Termina is there?
Yeah. Like, are those the,
You know,
are these
like,
the boundaries?
is this, like, the part, every place that we go to, is that the whole of Termina? Is that it? Or is there more? All right. So there's our Goron buddy sleeping outside because he's a champ. And because we have the room key, we can walk right in.
Which is where they will be? Or what do we...
We're going to talk to
here.
Anju in the kitchen here.
Yeah.
And she gives us the letter to Kafei because she doesn't know... She says she's scared to go, but she also doesn't know where he is. So I guess she knows where a mailbox is and she could deliver it herself, but...
Too scared.
And then she just disappears.
Oh yeah, gone. Nice. Tech.
A little bit. And then we go drop this in the mailbox, which you saw me do in that makeup episode. But this quest has 3 different branches, actually. Well, two really, but you can make a third one. Because there's on the 3rd day, when we get the letter to Mama, you can do 2 different things with that, and both result in a reward. So we've already done one, and now we're doing the other. Okay, so now we zoom to Dawn 3. And we have to wait until 2:45
Yeah,
p.m.
dude, did you see the bass clef in the...
Oh, yeah,
Treble clef
you're right.
there?
I
Yeah.
get it. That is neat.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do until 2:45 p.m.
PM?
PM. Yes.
Okay.
Until the postman arrives at the laundry pool to deliver Andrew's letter.
Wait, grab the dog.
Grab the dog? Okay.
Yep.
Where is he?
Bougie?
Doggy.
Is he usually barking?
Yeah.
Is he gone on day 2?
I don't think so.
Pooch.
He must be gone.
Well, never mind now.
I love this guy just, like, scoffing at this sign. Look at him. What a loser. And also, like, the little things about, like, how this tower gets taller every day to, like, show that they're
because they're building it.
because they're working on
Yeah.
it and, yeah, all that stuff.
I never noticed that.
It's really cool. A lot of people don't notice that stuff, even though it, like, seems super obvious. It always rains on day 2. Which doesn't do anything in the game. So what's going to happen is the postman's going to come out at 9 again. He's going to go collect all the letters. And then at 2 o'clock, he's going to come out and deliver the letters. And
You get anything for lighting these torches?
no, they're actually just automatically lit at night. And that's it. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to be able to do until
we never did the sword game.
until afternoon.
Did we?
We're doing that in cycle 3.
Oh, never mind.
Basically, all the remaining mini games, with the exception of maybe like 1 or 2, are going to happen in cycle 3. Because like cycle 2 is the game, and then cycle 3 is the rest of the game.
It was a good walk-up.
Quick spin.
Yeah.
I should be way better at the quick spin than I am. It's not like it's hard to do. I just screw it up a lot. I think I just try to...
Ooh, I know something you could do.
What's that?
You could go buy a bomb chew.
Okay.
And then try to hit a bomb chew with a bomb chew.
Is there a bomb chew out here?
Well, in the
Oh, in Icona section?
side,
That's
yeah.
right, during the day there is
Yep.
one. All right, let's try it.
There's a couple of them, I think.
Let's see if we can do it.
There's a couple of them.
Bunny Hood. Cooking with speed. Love it. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Postman's off to
See ya.
collect letters. And we definitely don't need these rupees, so buying bomb chews is fine. Hey, gross guy.
He is gross.
And he like sits on the counter and shows you his weird thong thing he's got going
Oh, his
on.
legs up back there?
Yeah, he's sitting on the counter, like,
Oh, whoa!
yeah. Like, you want to buy some bombs, buddy? And then Granny's just like, he's my son.
Weird.
I'm in a wheelchair. I can't leave on my own. All right, let's go see if we can hit a bomb shoot. Let's see. We need to go east
Yes.
to get to Icona. So Postman's out for collection. Is that him right there? Nope. Where is he at? It's probably over here somewhere.
I much prefer the sassy postman in this to the Twilight Princess one.
Oh, the Twilight Princess Postman is...
Obnoxious.
He's weird.
Yeah.
He's just strange.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. I don't think this will be hard. Got him.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
It's a lot easier than when they're coming towards you.
Oh, yeah, you should try to snipe them from up. Here he
too
comes,
late.
though.
Bombchu meets Bombchu. How do we get up there? Oh, there's a magic beanstalk thing here. Oh, he just respawns. See ya. See ya. Oh, we can knock this guy down again, break his ankles. Steal his 40 rupees. Oh, why did you do that? Look at his epic pants. His pants are awesome.
He's got like crazy tights.
Yeah. Hey, I stole that rupee from a crow. Don't go stealing it, man.
Too late.
Gimme. Nothing. Shielding those guys is pretty satisfying too. Because they just bounce off for like a long time. Hey. We could talk to some gossip stones.
We could.
They say stuff to you when you wear the mask of truth. Oh, it makes us slow. The mystical stone responds to the mask and speaks to you, but its words are heard in secret. It seems the hideout of Sakon the thief is tucked away at the edge of Ikana Canyon.
Have we been there?
Yes, we have. We were right there when we traded the last deed.
Okay.
That's where Sakon's hideout is. Let's see. There's another cool little thing out here in Termina Field. Right over by this statue. We'll talk to it as well. What you got to say? Anju, the woman at the inn, is known for being careless and frequently mixes up guests. Ah, yes. These are answers to a lot of the Keaton Mask questions.
Okay.
So this changes constantly.
This song?
Yeah. Oh, you need to stand this way so you can see it. Oh, can't see it. So, god damn it. There we go. And then you get some roops.
Cool.
You can do that over and over if you want. It's kind of neat.
Little baby dodong.
Little baby dodongos. Actually, those are normal sized dodongos.
And the other one's big.
And then I don't know what this is all about. I don't even know like what you can do to those.
Bomb shoe? Hit him with the bomb shoe.
I don't think
the
that'll
wall.
do anything. We'll try it.
Dude, bomb shoes are the answer to everything.
Are they?
Yeah. Clearly.
They don't even hit them. They just go like around.
They
Oh, there we
hit 'em.
go.
See?
Roops.
Some roops.
Nice.
Dude, bomb shoes.
Well, that answers that. Okay, we're getting close. We'll head to the laundry pool.
Actually, everyone who's played this game and done 100% speedrun and hasn't done that is now wrong.
Yeah,
Because in 2017, the boys discovered that if you hit those with bomb shoes...
There's people in the
rupees.
speedrun community that are vying for like an intended percent category. Because intended percent.
What's
like,
that mean?
Like, so like this is following very similarly to a glitchless 100%, but there's still like sequence breaks and like things done out of order and whatnot. So there's people want there to be a category where there's like no Goron jumps because that's not intended.
So you do everything the way the game wants you to do it.
Right. So like all the dungeons in order and all of the you know, all the like little tricks that we do, like jump slashing into a wall to like ricochet, like none of that.
Yeah.
And there's like the small school of thought that where people think that it's a cool idea and want it to be a category, and then there's everyone else who's like, this is really dumb.
Here he comes.
Yep, he's gonna ring that bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
And then Kafei comes out to receive the letter. Pays no mind to us. And
now we go in.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, what's up, postman? What you got for me? Do they have a conversation? I have a letter for you. Kafei says nothing. So while he's out, we sneak in and we wait for him. He's working on some more diary entries here, but we can't read it. I'm just gonna stand on your bed.
That mask.
Yeah, we're gonna find out about that. Here he comes. Hey, what's up? So we talked to him. Green hat, green clothes. So he's already read the letter.
Huh. He couldn't wait while he was out there.
So now he knows that he can trust us because Anju has trusted us. So we're officially the liaison now.
Okay.
I am Kafei. Excuse me. Tattle's super sassy. We're looking for an adult. When I look at you, I just see a child. Like it's an interpretation thing. He's not hiding because he looked this way. He's hiding because he lost the mask. Yes. So that's significant. He tells you where it was stolen in North Clocktown.
Okay.
Which is where he steals the bomb bag from Grandma. So that's like his spot. Man, Tattle is an asshole to this guy. My wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into. Oh, so Skull Kid turned him into a kid, and then his mask got stolen because he was a kid. He wasn't able to
fight off.
He couldn't fight off Sakon.
Yeah.
So, he gives us his pendant so that we can let Kafei, or we can let Anju know that we've talked to Kafei and that he wants to keep his promise. So after he tells you that, he talks to him and he says, things that get stolen always make their way to the curiosity shop, and he's waiting for that to happen because he thinks that his stolen mask will come in and he'll get to see the thief. Stand on that crate and peek into that hole. So this, now that he's told us that, we can use this, and you can actually look into the curiosity shop. And you can see like this is behind the counter. This is where he would stand, and then the person would come in and sell whatever they've stolen. So that's why he's here. He's here because he wants to see the person who stole his mask.
Very interesting.
He wants to find out the identity.
Wants to glean all he can.
Glean.
Like that?
It's a great word. Yeah. Makes me think of whales using their baleen to glean food from the ocean. So now we're going to take the pendant to Anju. And then we're going to have some more time to kill. It's kind of the theme to this cycle, fortunately.
So do people fit these things into the other cycles for like a speedrun?
In the speedrun, they just do the required events. So like these little extra conversations that we're doing and stuff, they don't do that.
But they would fit those required things.
But the required things like getting the masks and the pendant and all that stuff, yeah, they normally do it in cycle 2.
Okay.
Which is insane. So yeah, if you think it was impressive that I was able to do the stuff in cycle 2 that I did, just imagine also doing all of this at the same time, and then also like being able to skip time in certain spot. Yeah, I already know about the bombers, dude. Get away from me. God. Okay, so we need it to be nighttime. This is not much of a skip, but we'll go ahead and do it. La ba dee dee da dee dee.
Yep.
Okay, so now we have to kill time until 9:30 for our next thing. Not too bad, but we'll have to find something to do. I got an idea.
What's that?
We can hit the bell. On the veranda.
For Vaughn the Bell Tolls.
For Vaughn the Bell Tolls. That was not a good joke that did not need to be revived, but thank you. All right.
We've...
Wait, let's go in here.
We've talked about Metallica, right?
Have we?
I think you and I have. I don't think we haven't.
I don't think we've talked about them on the show.
Yeah.
So these guys hang out in here at night.
Dude, your cards are... You can see what's on the other side.
Yeah. Shh. Don't tell them. They play that better. And then there's just a random pair of underwear over here.
Cool.
Yeah. What were we going to say about Metallica, Vaughn? Why were you bringing them up?
Well, for whom the bell tolls.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Just not a fan of them.
I'm not either, man. Like any era, just no.
It never has done it for me.
This thing doesn't ring.
Do you need to punch it as you go around? Give it a big punch.
I don't think that'll do it. I think it'll do the same. All right, now let's do some jumpities.
You can grab that chick, where that chicken is.
The chicken?
Take it off the top here.
Oh, that's right. What does this sign say? Bomber's Weekly News.
Interesting. Why is that here?
What is their budget? How are they able to... You see how much information was on that sign?
A
Good
lot.
grief. If you jump over this gap before you talk to the guard and get him off your back about having the sword, his invisible wall will actually like push you.
Really?
Like if you jump really close to the wall like this, it'll actually like curve your jump around his invisible wall.
That's interesting.
It's really funny. Whee! We'll grab this rupee chest just for lulz. Just in case there's a poor soul out here who didn't know that this was here. This is actually the first.
100.
This is the first thing that we do on cycle 3 because we need it for mini games. It's just a clutch grab. All right, so we're going into our room. Anju is locking the door for the night. But because we have a key, she doesn't lock us out. And then after a little while, she's going to come upstairs here to the employee-only room.
Which is the first one?
Right here, yep, which we can't go in. And Andrew's mom is in there, who we actually have not met yet. But if we're in our room, we can spy on them through this little hole right here. And I had never seen this before, actually, until I was routing this.
Okay.
So this is a nice little scene where basically, Anju has decided to wait for Kafei because of the pendant. And then Anju's mom kind of doesn't have faith. She thinks he's run off with Cremia, the girl from the ranch, who is Anju's best friend. So yeah, if you do this before the time, it just says, oh, there's a bad wall here. But if you do it at this very specific time, you can kind of watch for her to go in. She may have actually already gone in. I think she did. You have to wait for her to go in there and like be in the right position, I guess. It's around 9:30 that you can see the scene. Yeah, here we go. So you're listening in on this conversation. There's Anju's mother.
What's that statue?
That's the mannequin for her wedding dress and the mask.
Okay.
It's very creepy looking like that. Mm-hmm. So she says that we're going to take refuge at the ranch. And she thinks that that's where Kafei is. And she's mad at him. But yeah, there's like a lot going on here. And if you don't start this quest, she agrees to go to the ranch.
Okay.
And you can actually go to the ranch on the last night, and Cremia, who is depressed because Romani got abducted by the aliens, is having dinner with Anju's family. Like the mayor and her, Anju's mom, and Anju are all having dinner with Cremia, and Cremia like doesn't say anything because she's like super sad that her little sister got abducted. It's pretty dark, man.
Yeah, that is dark.
Or if you, I think if you do aliens, you can still see that scene, and then Romani is there, but it's still kind of weird. So now there's a lot of variation in this game on like these little details. That's really cool, like things that people probably never saw. I've never seen any of those scenes at the ranch on night 3.
That is really cool though. That like if you just you can see new things just by failing to do certain quests,
right?
And allowing things
like
to run their course.
You can only see things by like playing out all these like different possibilities, and combinations of yes and no and branching paths, and it's just there, like it just happens, and if you see it, you see it, And if you don't, you don't. So now, since we didn't save Granny on the first night, Sakon stole the bomb bag. And the second night is when he comes into the curiosity shop to sell it to the curiosity shop owner. And that's when Kafei is able to see his identity.
Oh, yep.
Because remember when we bought the big bomb bag, that was on night 3? Mm-hmm. Well, this is how it gets to the shop. As Sakon brings it in at around 12:30 on night 2.
So in about an hour.
Yeah, just hang around for an hour, guys.
All right, so yeah, we'll...
There's my soda.
This will be like a, hour 45-minute episode. In the meantime, let's get some sips and some snacks.
Dude, I'm gonna polish off this ski with a couple more sips. It does have a little lady skiing on the front too, which is great.
I'm a fan of the ladies.
Well, she's like a clip art lady.
Yeah.
She's not like full featured or anything, but
I mean, I'm saying just like in principle.
She would get the job done. But yes, in principle, I do love the ladies. Ooh, Juan, can you hand me the mouse?
Good.
I need to click a possibly very important button. Oh, there's Sakon. Whoop. Here he goes. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Gotta go to Studio B.
Oh, what you doing back there?
Turning off the computer sound.
Ah.
So there goes Sakon into the shop. And hopefully we're not too late to see the conversation here. I think we'll be all right. Yeah, so he's going to sell the bomb thing that he stole to the curiosity shop owner. And Kafei is watching from the back room. 100.
Don't be such a ruby pincher, you miser. 200.
Why is he so happy? The thief.
Sakon? Dude, he's creepy with his ever smile and his bouncy hoppity walk. So he knows it's stolen. So he gives him 50 rupees. And then he sells it to us for 100. So yeah, there's Sakon. Creepy dude.
Yup.
So now we know what he looks like. Soared a day, or I always say soar, but we're not soaring. We're fast forwarding
No, not soaring.
to
We're
Dawn
staying in
3.
the same place.
So now Kafei knows who stole his mask, and he's gonna go try to get it back. So he's gonna follow Sakon to his hideout. He figures out where his hideout is in Ikana Canyon. God knows how he got there because we had to use Epona, a Gyro's mask, and a hookshot. So who knows how Kafei got there, but sure is determined. And all the guards are just staring up at the moon as it comes crashing down.
Ugh. There it is.
Yep. So we gotta wait around until 1 o'clock, which is when the curiosity shop owner opens up the back room. And we've got to meet up with him because Kafei left behind a letter for us and the Keaton mask, which we already have, but we're going to get it again. And what do we do until 1 o'clock? Is Guru here? No, he's not. Break the box, 5 rupees. And hit the tree. Nothing. This is 3 high now. And there's a chest up there that you can get if you have the title deed there.
How do you get the first? Oh, you need the teardrop. We can do that. Get that chest.
It's just 20 rupees. We might be able to hookshot to it, actually. If I can get a good angle. Couple more pixels. Yeah!
Wow. Cheese City.
Yeah, how'd you get up here, bud? This guy's just doing laps. Just, well, they'll tell me what to do with this timber eventually. They'll give me some... Maybe it's 100 rupees, I don't know. Oh, it's 50. It's a 50. I want him to just push me off. Get out of here, kid. I'm trying to work. Get my steps in. Can you get on top of the treasure shop?
Well, that Octorock thing.
Excuse me. Listen to that creepy music, folks. Clock Town looks very different from up here. Haha, now I'm on this thing. Isn't this just quality gameplay? Just dicking around. But we are, I should say, I haven't said this yet.
Are we able to do any money farming now? Because doesn't it transfer from...
Yeah, we could do some if we wanted to, but it's not really necessary. Like, well, we don't have the thing that makes the money farming really easy yet, which is the light arrows.
Oh.
We don't get those until cycle 3, so it makes more sense.
How does that make the light arrows? Or how does that make...
If you kill a bubble with light arrows, you get 50 rupees for each one. But if you kill them normally, they just drop random stuff. So here comes the postman to do his route, but there's no letters for him to collect today. And you can actually go talk to him after he does his collection, and he'll mention that there were no letters. Just an interesting little tidbit. Let's follow the postman.
Harass him a little bit.
We got nothing else to do. It's funny, like, if you talk to him, he's like, you're interrupting my route and you're making me take longer. And it's actually true, because if you keep talking to him, it slows down his route and it'll take him longer to get back.
Did I ever talk about the introspective pursuit of happiness moment I had?
No, you did not.
Where, like...
Sounds quite interesting, though.
Like, you know how in Pursuit of Happiness there's...
I've never seen that movie.
You never seen that movie?
No.
Okay. Well, at one point...
I thought you meant, like, in general, the Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, no. At one...
I heard very mixed things about that movie, actually.
I think I liked it. It was a long time ago.
You think you liked it?
Yeah. There's, like, one point in time where... You know, at first, he's kind of got enough for him and his son to get by, but then there's a point where, like, those things are, like, slipping away. And so he's, like, you know, showering, or essentially bathing in, like, public places.
Okay.
And, like, that's, because that's what he has
how-
to stoop
that's
to.
how
And he, like,
poor
and
he
he,
is.
like, yeah. And he's, you can tell it's, like, weighing on him that he can't
Right.
do these things. So I had a moment like that a few weeks back. I think it was in April. Maybe it was in March. No, it was in April. And I had just had like a military weekend. And it was, usually it's Saturday, Sunday. And if it's a longer weekend, then they either add Thursday or Wednesday, or like Friday and Thursday to make it like four, you know, if we have 4 days instead of 2 for that weekend. But this time it was Saturday through Tuesday. Which
Okay.
was odd. And I work most Tuesday nights.
So not a single letter was mailed.
What do you say? I wish someone would tell me.
Yeah. So, well, he because there were no letters mailed, he doesn't have any deliveries, so he doesn't know what to do with his afternoon. Can weirdly clip through that glass there.
Oh, right there.
The little like delivery window right here. If you just like push hard enough, you'll just go through it.
So I'm coming home from that. This was the day where I got stuck on the highway for like an hour and got out
Traffic?
of my car. Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember you telling me about that.
And so that happened, and that kind of like slowed me down enough that I wasn't gonna have time to shower at home because I had worked that night. I was coming back from my army unit that day, like at like 4 p.m. and I work at like 5:30. And it's an hour drive.
Yeah.
And then we got delayed like an extra 40 or like 30 minutes. So I had to just essentially stop home and grab clothes and then go to the synagogue where I have my youth orchestra's rehearsals. And then I get there and I just like go upstairs into the upstairs bathroom and like literally take off all of my clothes, put my head into the sink because I haven't showered in 4 days.
Yeah.
And like wash myself in the sink and like splash water from the sink onto my body.
Yeah.
And like just like rub soap on it and then splash it onto me again to like get it off.
Nice.
And then like I get dressed and like go sit down in like I guess, the common area, like the lobby. And I just, like, I'm putting all my stuff back. And then I just think to myself, like, wow, I just, like, washed in a bathroom at
Oh, damn it.
a synagogue at work.
Nice.
That's...
There was a guy that came into
Not
my
cool.
warehouse one time, like
Not what I want.
right before we closed, and he like washed his socks in the sink, and it was
a customer.
not a customer, just
Not
a person.
So not a worker.
No.
Okay.
So here's Kafei, waiting for Sakon. I found him, Green Hat Boy. Doesn't even know our name. So there's his hideout, and only Sakon can open it, so we have to wait for him to arrive. Now, if you don't have the stone mask, this is actually really scary. You have to wait behind here and make sure he doesn't see you, because this is like the most important part of the quest right here. If Sakon sees you, it's just over. He never opens the hideout, he just leaves, and you can't finish the quest. You have to restart the whole 3-day
whole
cycle.
thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but because we have the stone mask, it's incredibly cheesy. We can just stand here and like run around him. As long as you don't touch Sakon, he won't see you if you have the stone mask on. And then Kafei just stands there. But that's a crazy story, Vaughn.
Yeah,
I've taken a few strange showers before, but my strangest was definitely when Andrew, nostalgia from Bomberman, when he performed at South by Southwest. The first night that we were in Austin for the festival, we didn't have a place to stay.
Okay.
There was another guy with us whose name was also Andrew E. And he had a friend that we were going to be able to stay with, but not until the following night. And then we were going to stay with that guy for the rest of the time we were there, which was great. That guy was super nice. It was a great place. We just weren't able to stay there the first night. I don't remember why, but so it was just like YOLO. Like we had no idea where we were going to stay. We drove from Dallas to Houston, and Andrew had a show in Houston, and then we had to drive immediately from there to Austin, which is like another hour and a half.
How far is Dallas from Houston?
It's like 3 hours.
Okay.
And then we had to drive like another 2 hours from that show to play another show the same night
In Austin.
And they were both part of South by Southwest.
Wow.
And the Houston show was ratchet. It was it was super ghetto, but it was kind of fun. And that was at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon. And then the show in Austin was at like 10 or something like that. And so we just sped there the whole way in the dark on GPS, having no idea where we were. And then we got there, played the show. It was incredible.
Really?
Like there was so many people there. It was so packed. We were on the second story of a 2-story venue, and the floor was plexiglass.
Whoa.
So you could see down onto the main floor, and then people on the main floor could see up to all the like feet.
Yeah.
And you could see all these like lights and stuff. It was crazy. And Andrew,
really cool.
Andrew played the show. He did really well. For those listening that don't know, Andrew's a DJ, so it's like electronic music. He did a DJ set. And then after that, we were like, okay, now we have to figure out where we're going to sleep tonight at like midnight. And the promoter of the show that Andrew had done the show with was like, you guys can come stay at my place. A bunch of people are going to come crash at my place. So we followed this huge convoy of cars outside of town to his place. And like, it was an okay house and it was an okay neighborhood, but there was like 25 people there and we didn't know anyone. And there were just like cots all over the floor and sleeping bags, and it smelled like weed, and like, it was just so strange. And so we just went to sleep on these cots. I think one of us slept on the floor. I think Andrew E slept on the floor on like a camping pad. And then me and Andrew H were on cots.
Wait, does that sign say Sakon's hideout?
Yes, it does. And here comes Sakon. La-da-da-dee, la-da-da-dee.
It's just so out of place.
Yeah, but he can't see us, so we can just do this.
But don't touch him.
Yeah, but don't touch him. So we slept there, and we were like, all right, whatever. And we woke up, and there was no one in the house. No one. We woke up. There was no one around. All the people that were there when we went to sleep were gone.
And it couldn't have been that bad of an hour.
What? An hour?
Like it couldn't have been that bad. It couldn't have been like, oh, now all of a sudden it's 2 p.m. You woke up. and
Yeah,
everyone's gone.
it was
like
probably
a reasonable
it was
time.
probably like 9 or 10 in the morning.
So like,
But everybody was gone. And we never like got like a tour of the house or anything. We didn't really know what was going on with the back of the house because we didn't like walk around in the house. And we just like kind of like looked around, and we didn't have anything. We didn't have like toothbrushes or toothpaste, or I didn't have a way to take my contacts out. Like none of that. So we're gonna get Kafei's mask now, finally. And so we just left.
oh,
Like, because we're like, well, there's no one here. We could like use the shower because we hadn't showered, and we all felt really gross. And we went and looked at the bathroom, and we were like, no. We just dipped out of there.
yeah.
And we were like, what are we gonna do? Where can we like take a shower? Because we didn't want to wait until the following night to take a shower because we felt disgusting.
Towels just
Yeah.
okay. Don't tell us what to do.
So here comes some little co-op gameplay here. It's kind of neat.
Wait, don't you need to step on the thing?
Wait, what?
He wants you to step on the thing.
Oh, that's right. That opens his door.
yeah.
And now we do some block puzzles as Kafei and fight some stuff as Link. So I was like, well, there's this place that's like a spring-fed pond, and you pay like a couple dollars to get in and park, but they have showers there, and we could go there, and we might be able to stop at like a convenience store and like buy some soap, you know. And everyone was like, that was the best plan that we had. So we like looked up where that place was, and sure enough, it wasn't too far away. And the thing is this spring-fed pond is like really cold, like super cold.
Okay.
And so we got there, and they had showers, but they only worked, or you know, their showers, and there was other people in there, and shoot, I gotta think about this for a second. I forgot what I'm supposed to do. That slows it down a little bit.
But couldn't you?
I screwed it up. I was
Wait, couldn't you push the one in the middle there to the right?
but the red switch speeds it up.
Right, but then you can push that other one down.
Oh Jesus.
You can push to the right and then push that one down, the next one.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're right. Okay, sorry. So we got to the place, and then the choice basically became shower in front of old dudes, or jump in super cold water with swimsuit on.
Okay.
And so Andrew H. Nostalgia was like, I don't care. I'll just shower in front of the old dudes. Oh no, did we fail? Oh my God. I can't believe it. How did we fail? Okay. Well, everyone gets to see this. Wow. So we just leave Kafei here. We're locked in, but we get to escape because we have the ocarina, and Kafei is just trapped
So
here.
Kafei just dies.
He just rots here forever.
Dies
I guess.
alone.
Wow.
Well, the moon comes.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah. To finish that story, me and Andrew E jumped in some really, really cold water, and Andrew showered in front of an old dude. We'll be back in a second. We will resume at this point. Okay.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. Little detour. Little minor detour.
Speed
We're
Racer.
just going to do this one more time. I did sing the Speed Racer theme just before we restarted this. Juan was super proud of me.
That was.
Okay, now that I'm not telling a story, I am not going to screw this up.
Yeah, we're gonna focus on the gameplay itself.
It wasn't even that good of a story.
It was interesting,
Oh, thank you.
I would say.
But yeah, when we got in that water, I have never experienced more shrinkage in my entire life.
Like it was freezing.
It's so cold.
Yeah.
Barton Springs is the name of the place if you're ever in Austin. It's great. Okay, so press the switch. Door opens for Kafei. We get the lay of the land. What's the strange mask icon that's on all this stuff in the world? How'd that happen? I'd love to hear some fan theories on that.
Why there's Majora's Mask on everything?
Yeah, like, is that supposed to actually be Majora's influence? You know, like, has its power actually reached all these things? Did these things not exist before the mask, like, achieved more power? Mm-hmm. You know, stuff like that.
The Tattle just doesn't like Kafei.
He doesn't. Or she doesn't. She just does not trust. There we go. Open, please.
Blocks.
Yep. Okay. Now, how did I do this before? You go like this.
Yeah, you're gonna want to move the middle one.
Yep. You step on that. And boom. Oh, this is how we screwed up before, is because this red one is depressed.
Yeah. Should have. Yeah, we could have pushed it to the left.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're here. We're good. It always teleports it right to the end, so you think you just barely got it. Yay! Kafei got the sun mask back, and apparently he made that. So great job, Kafei.
Yeah, nice.
He's got a future in cosplay.
Nice work.
Okay, and then for some reason, the clock automatically just zooms to midnight. God,
when that happens.
yeah, right after this. Now that it's going to be midnight now, even though we started this at like 6 p.m. It's just how the quest works, I guess.
So Sakon just came and unlocked it. That's it.
Yep, he had to be there in order for us to unlock it, and
Where'd he go though?
he like escaped out of Termina. That was like his plan, and then that automated thing was supposed to trap us inside and bring the mask to him, to wherever he was going to escape to. But we thwarted it.
I see. So we went in.
Sakon
and he locked
still
us in.
escaped.
Okay.
So now all we have to do is go to the milk bar, and this is where the branching thing happens. So normally, or in the first cycle, I took the letter to Mama, and she gives you the bottle with the Chateau Romani. Mm-hmm. But this time we're going to give the letter to the postman. So he's all sad because he wants to leave, but he's so committed to his delivery schedule that he can't. So we give him his final mission by giving him this priority mail. This is the highest of priorities. I shall deliver it. So he puts his hat and bag on one last time to deliver this super important letter to Kafei's mom. His little changing curtain. Love it.
That's great.
So we're gonna follow him to the milk bar, where he's gonna do his final duty. Here we go. To the milk bar. He books.
He does book.
When the priority is
the
high.
highest priority.
Dude, when the priority is high, the speed is high. And I love how he has the little bunny icon on his bag, on his little satchel.
Oh, yep.
And he's got his like Hermes-esque sandals.
He does.
So he's gonna run right into the milk bar here, which is where
He's a speed demon.
he's fast. We faster though.
Yeah.
I love how the door icon changes when it's open too.
Yeah. It's been
Weird. Oh, we have to show our proof of membership. Of course. Ah, you are a member. Please come in. Who is at the door exactly?
who knows?
Shortcut.
Nice. Sick.
So he brings this letter to her. I have a delivery for you, postmistress. She just happens to be the postmistress in addition to all her other duties.
Interesting.
It can't be, you're still here. Tomorrow's delivery is still scheduled. What are you saying? Did you see the sky? It's terrible. Stop it. She always does that.
You see Link's little shuffle back and forth to...
Oh, as he focuses on the conversation? Yeah, it's great. So she, as the postmistress...
With the ears, too. He's got the ears
She
up.
orders him to leave, to flee town, so now he can finally escape. Even though, apparently, you can't escape the moon falling anyways. So he's now performed his final task. And
So I suppose Clocktown is the first
he can
to
leave
go.
town. Yeah, exactly.
So,
your best
he'll buy
chance
himself
would be
some time.
your best chance would be to leave Clocktown.
Yeah.
So he just parks here for a second and waits for you to talk to him. I have decided to flee. It's an order from the postmaster. I am now free. I can set my own schedule. I don't need this anymore. So boom!
So now
we get the postman's hat.
You can do anything.
And look at this. Look at how happy this guy is now that he's free.
Yeah.
And the guard's like, no, okay, all right, just the kid, no, then
just phase through me.
somebody listen to me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, since he goes right past him, he's like, oh, well, no, I was talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. The cop who is struggling to exert his power, his dominance. Can you talk to me, please? Please? There we go.
From behind.
Okay. It looks like this is it for this town, you know?
You should throw up a picture of...
It's gotten so huge.
Exilus from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Okay.
Same person, pretty much.
As her?
No, but it's a dude.
Oh,
It's
gross.
like the exact same person.
What does this guy say?
Dude, he's like Gorman.
He's the same model as Talon, who's the proprietor of Lon Lon Ranch. Because he's Talon and then his daughter is Malin, so that's where they got the name Lon Lon Ranch. Now we just have to wait for Kafei to arrive. He was running all the way from Ikana Canyon to get here to meet with Anju, and she's decided to wait for him. So here she is. She's made her decision. She's fine with this. She believes that he's going to come, and they know that the moon is coming down.
Yeah, so they still
But
want
they
to
just
reunite.
they want to reunite in time to die together, basically. So we're just gonna wait here for Kafei, and then when they reunite and join the moon and sun mask together, it magically forms the couple mask, and they decide to give it to us for some reason because we helped them, I guess. And he should show up at 4:30.
You know, the masks are just symbols of their love, but they know their love.
Exactly.
So
They're about to leave the world, so they don't need this superfluous possession.
Yeah.
It's like they somehow know that we have the ability to travel through time.
yeah,
You'll make better use of this than us.
You'll be using this at some point.
Yeah, we have no use for this because we're gonna die in this parallel universe. Can you imagine, like, Link is creating all of these like parallel universes because of
every action.
With every time he plays the Song of Time, he's creating a branching universe.
Yeah, he could.
There's probably some crazy fan out there that's mapped like a sub timeline for Majora's Mask, of, like, where all those like branches went.
Well,
But I guess it's variable. So
presumably you could.
there's no way to map that out. Oh, here he comes. And cutscene.
Presumably you could.
Bunny hood.
You could go into a place, break a pot, and then play the Song of Time, and that would have its own.
Yeah.
Like that pod missing would have its own timeline or its own.
I have
branch.
met you before. What a familiar scent. Long, long ago. Yes, we were still young. We made a promise, didn't we? So I'm not 100% sure here, but the implication seems to me that they haven't seen each other in a long time. Like they met as children and were like betrothed, like arranged marriage style. And then they were told that they would like reunite on the night of the carnival, and then they would be able to like be married and consummate their love. But I don't know. I don't know if there's information in the game that implies that they've been together this whole time. I guess calling them lovers kind of implies that. And he's got the big shoes because he's still got his man-sized shoes on.
Yep.
And boom, this is our second mask that we get throughout this cycle. We didn't do this just for funsies. We did need to get this stuff. But we also did it for funsies. We have exchanged our oaths and have become a couple. We are official. It's FBO now.
Please accept this mask.
The red words are just louder.
Different volume levels.
Less courteous. You got the couple's mask.
What is that design though? What is?
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what it's supposed to be. There's only one thing that we use it for. We shall greet the morning together. Man, this is dark.
That is dark.
They gave us a happy mask. Yay! Everyone's dead.
Happy.
All right. Well, next week on the show, it's time for Cycle 3.
Cycle 3.
We're going to do the last dungeon and a couple other things. We're going to grind a ton of rupees. And then that's going to be home stretch,
monster
folks.
rupees.
After that, there's hardly anything left.
Yeah.
So we'll see you Monday.
The game.
We'll see you Monday
progressing.
For
Sacred Stones.
Sacred Stones. And Wednesday for a little more Super Mario RPG. And be sure to check out the stream at the end of the month.
It's not a little bit. It's a bite. It's a full bite.
I mean, we're getting close to the end.
Well, I'm meaning like it's not a little bit of Super Mario RPG.
Right. It's a full bite. It's a great chunk.
It's a serving.
It's a great chunk of a full serving.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
But check out the snack log.
Yes, Twitter, all
for our
the
streams.
socials, and hit us up. Let us know what you want to see.
And come watch us do Cycle 3.
Yep. Until then, it's been great. We hope you enjoyed the special Kafei and Anju cycle.
And yep.
No one can see you raising your eyebrows. Bob.
No, they can't.
Wow.